is it volume 2 now?
Test 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see what's going on here. Give me a sec, guys. See this. Okay. There we go. It's just too loud. There we go. Okay. Got that addressed. Okay, bring up TikTok or Twitch stream chat. Get that going. And Gora's on early into the day. For the win! What's going on, brother? We're just getting started here.
Oh my God, it's Andrew!
Oh my God, I swear. Scared the shit out of me. More donations? Oh my goodness.
He calls them failures.
We're going to have like the entire set just by donations. I didn't have to play a single round. Look at my money collection. I didn't have to spend a single dollar. Huh? It's my money collection. I didn't even lift a finger. Oh my goodness. What's going on? Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just getting started. Happy Sunday. It is currently, it's Sunday. Yeah, it's Sunday afternoon right now. It is for those of you on the West Coast, it's 2:30 in the afternoon here on the East Coast right now. We have One Piece, Union Arena, Warhammer, Smash Brothers, Pokemon, casuals, Naruto game players going on. He's so addicted. I want to see you get it. You gotta get it, man. You gotta get.
I missed the one by like that much.
The goal, like the last time I checked before they locked us out of the machines officially, I was like, all right, the gold Naruto is still in there. It's like right, it's almost there. You guys are more than halfway through the cards in that thing.
Yeah. My one buddy's more money into this than I have.
Ah.
You thank Mimsy for this. I just have fun. I know you.
Well, the win, how you doing, man? Looks like it's just you and me for right now. How you doing with how's your Sunday going, brother? Clanzilla with the heart. Appreciate you guys. Happy Sunday, guys. Yeah, for those of you that are probably like, Robbie, good afternoon. Elated Bonsai. Okay, there, everyone there now. People are rolling in. Let's go. No, good afternoon, guys. Yeah, just like I mentioned yesterday, we're trying to get started a little bit earlier and earlier each day, so I could begin adjusting my schedule to get ready for baby number 3, who's on the way right now. So we're doing our best to get better. Oh. I don't know if any of y'all be interested. I did pull the Enchanted Maribel yesterday. When Colin gets it, I left it on Colin's desk. He'll know. I also pulled the crab dude. I forget his name. Not the enchanted. Just the regular legendary. Welcome, first time chat. Do you need one? Hold on, chat. I got some business to handle really quickly. I will be right back. Clanzilla, I will answer that question really quickly. We're a little short-handed today. Amy's not feeling well, so I need to jump in every so often to take care of customers. I shall return. No, volunteer's not in there yet.
I saw 6 weeks. I was like, I want it.
No, it's an air update. They loaded volume 2 as soon as it's volume 1. It's all up to Paco.
Oh, I thought you got it.
That's the second time I've done that.
Fail.
Yep.
Good shot.
No, I don't want it. You can just put it on the wall. What's this wall look like now?
Oh my
I
God.
just added like a good quarter of it, so I don't know.
You had this and you didn't.
You didn't ask for it. I don't know.
I didn't fucking know you even had it. How can I ask if I didn't know you had it?
I don't know. Speak up.
And this too, though?
Speak up.
This is awesome.
Not all of it. Just most of it.
Is he streaming right now? He is streaming.
He
I'm
is
afraid-
streaming.
I want to look at the Neji, but I don't know if the camera.
Which Neji? The one down there.
Yeah, I'm curious.
I don't know. I'm just waiting for One Piece to start. I'm trying Peach Fuzz out again. That fucked me royally when it came out, but who knows?
He just sucks at One Piece.
Yep.
No, it's David's new sauce.
What's you playing? This kid again? Oh, for enough?
Dude, Animal felt like racist.
I mean, Kami's really good. That's fine. All you gotta do is find which trash.
Runs, you know, no Raga.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. Yeah. It's okay, I can't see. So like half of the stuff I know. Yeah. It's fun. I really want volume 2 though, because I really need t-shirt.
Yeah, well, that's when I went hard. I'm like, cool. I'm like, S rank. I could not get past the 4th battle.
I spent $10. I'm done. I'm willing to spend $10 and that's it.
Yeah. Like the 4th battle was literally like every time they would do damage, like it was Kuzan, and like every time I would tap
How?
him, it would just
That is like a dig measuring contest. Just beat me by that much.
yeah. Do some of the battles. I'm like, cool. I'm like, cool. I did like 1800, and it's like, oh hey, we just healed 1200. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck me.
Yeah.
I got him down to 135 health, and I failed because I didn't kill him. I'm like,
I'm kind of hoping that they can pull the gold guard. I feel like just to make fun of it. Just to make fun of him. Not even good. Oh, god damn it. What am I playing? Playing Moose? I already lost. Tough, but I'll get over there in a second. I'm playing Shanks, don't worry, Luigi's gone.
Oh, that's fine. I'm playing, that's good.
Spent $10 already. That's it.
I was about to ask you, so thanks for telling me.
Nope, already was no, that's good. You're late, don't be so sorry. Hey, playing Shanks, because Luchi's done. I haven't had time to build Usopp, so I just kind of. I also have all the cards already and the old here, so it's just like cool. That's insane. That is like no, I know. I'm just saying that's like when your girl loses.
Hey, I know those people.
This is the second time in this game that I got beat by that bunch. Oh, excuses. Get good, son. Yeah, I have the gold, right?
Get, you got the gold card. Excuses.
Have they seen it?
Huh?
Have they seen it?
Oh, have they seen the gold Naruto card? Well, this is the Minato. Yeah. This is the chaser. This is the 1 in 500.
I gotta get over there. Have a match.
What's funny too, guys, it's I don't have to. Oh, I put the bathroom sign down. I don't have to even. I haven't even played it. I played it once, but we have this collection. It's because these are all the duplicates that everyone's been getting. So they're just like here, and they've just been adding to the wall. So it's like, without me doing anything, I might just end up with the whole collection anyway. So, for those of you that joined in that are still here, what's it called here? We are not selling the company. We are selling a portion of it. Chub Perp, I'll be honest, no, we have not been profitable yet. But at the same time, in the last 2 years, we cleared out and paid off $800,000 of debt that we accumulated from the franchise process. So I guess we are. It's more like I was talking with my bookkeeper and my business partners the other day. I was like, yo, if we do exactly what we did last year, this year, we will all be very extremely happy. I'm like, yeah. We're just going to reinvest it back into the store, though. Like, there is a lot of work that needs to be done in the store. So it's like, we're going to finally have the means to finally put it back in. And that's the whole point. It's not to just go ahead and withdraw the money as soon as you can. You want to go ahead and constantly keep growing the business over time. Like, the business value doesn't grow if you just take the per current profits and take it out and you leave it as it is. No, you want to continue growing your inventory, growing your operations, growing your service, growing your, like, you got to keep on upgrading and upgrading and upgrading and growing it. Otherwise, your business doesn't technically grow. You're just kind of there if you're just kind of maintaining the status quo. But there's that. So I also apologize. I stepped away, guys. I had a transaction to do. I had to, we're shorthanded today by a few people because one of our employees had to go to the hospital today, and so both her and her husband work here, and so we all had to cover certain aspects of the ship. So I came in early today to help them out, and then now, so I was gonna start the stream like 3 hours ago, but had to help out operations here and there before I could step in. So like reinforcements had to arrive before I could step in. Now we have the full team here. We're good to go, and so forth. So. Let me get this volume up here. But yeah, no, Geek Tree, I'm sorry that I scared you there. Art3264, if you're still here, welcome, first time chat. Sorry, I stepped away really quick there. Do you think all big box stores should cut labels before the purchases of Pokemon product? Personally, no. At the end of the day, when someone comes in to any type of retail store and they're purchasing a product, they're looking to buy it new. But at the same time, I understand it. I put it back over there.
Okay.
I put it back over there. What I mean by that is this. It's like during these times, I understand, I stand by it because they want to make sure that all of their customers have a chance to get this product, not just a few individuals. It's not like Target makes an obscene amount of profit selling it to just one person, and so forth. They're not the MJ Holdings people scalping it, with their secondary business in the background. They're simply at the user end. Like we're the end retailer ourselves too. So no, we don't get as much. But in terms of like even my business here, I have a huge incentive to make sure that as many of my core customers get the product, not just one person buying it all at once. Like, of course, it is tempting when someone comes in, like, yo, listen, if you give me all of it, I'll pay market value or right around market value. You make a huge profit and I can go ahead and do my rip and ship stream, or I can do that. It's tempting, but that doesn't do me anything good in the long run. Like, yeah, it'll help me pay bills right now, but it completely then my regular customer base, my player base that comes in twice a week to play in the store, the families and the kids that come in to do trades with us, and they really enjoy their time here, they don't get taken care of. And so like for me, it's just like that's not worth it to me. It's worth to me selling the product to them at market rate because they come back. Hopefully they open up a hit, they do something really cool with it, and they remember that we're the ones that did that for them. And when they play or when they choose to come here, not only are they buying the cars, but buying the clothing brands, the bags that we have around it, the accessories. They're coming here on family game night, buying food and beverages here. There's so much more to like. My relationship with my customer base versus a rip and shipper are completely different. You know, I hope people understand that. Like, that's why I'm not the right person to ask, because I have a completely different business philosophy than others. So I do apologize for that. Yes, of course, I think cart shops need to prioritize their actual loyal customers who want to go. And the thing is, like, I get it. Like, the thing is, too, though, like, I'm not going to sit here and speak for all stores. Every store is different. Like, there are stores I spoke with. They're like, I was like, hey, so what are you guys pricing it at? I was like, dude, we're pricing it at 200, 250. I was like, why? And then they literally bring up, and I was right there with them. The last few years, so after Darkness Ablaze and Champion's Path and Evolving Skies that year in 2020, first part of 2021, Pokemon died off again. And so from 22 to the latter part of 24, the sets were coming and going, but not at the rate they were during that time or even right now. And so there was always a lot of leftover product. And people, you know, a lot of these businesses that bought them at high volumes, they were left with a lot of dead stock, and they were moving, and the distributors were like, hey, if you want more, you got to order more of this stuff. You had to order all the leftover product during that time. And so we kept, you know, everyone kept buying up. And during that time, you know, customers were like, hey, the market has fallen. We want it below market rate. We want it at market rate. MSRP is too expensive if you're selling. And so this is the thing. There was a several years where if you sold the product at MSRP, you were actually scalping. That's the truth of the matter. Like, so like, there's a store out in like New York that does, you know, they're more viral than me right now, because they're pointing that out, and it's the truth of the matter. Like, I understand, like, I'm not here to pick sides. At the end of the day, it's a free market. You guys choose where you guys want to, you guys spend the money, and obviously, like, the business and the markets will follow, and then it's up to kind of the individual to make their decisions. These guys, for many years, they had to sell at market rate, which was below MSRP, where they either made little to no money off the Pokemon product, but they did it anyway to retain those business relationships. And then when Prismatic comes around and all of a sudden the price is up, people are like, you know, they're like, okay, you asked me to do market for all those years where I made no money on Pokemon, and then now you know, it's like, I'm now doing what you asked me to. I'm keeping it to market rate. And now you're yelling at me, oh, why aren't you doing MSRP? You're scalping me. When all of those years, when we were trying to sell at MSRP, you accused us of scalping. And so, like, it's that dichotomy. No, I'm not talking about us. Okay? But I can understand that sentiment. Because even, like, you know, so, like, there's definitely, like, people do that. And for us here, oh yeah, no, I do that too. Like, I'll put it this way, even for us, when it was the end of con season, so the very last show that we did at the end of the year last year, we were sitting on a bunch of Twilight Masquerade and Stellar Crown. We just had a bunch of ETBs, a bunch of booster boxes just left over. So I was like, all right, well, let's go ahead and we did a gacha wheel thing where people were guaranteed packs of cards or something like that, and so people did it. So it was just good. Now I probably should have thought of this a little bit better. Like, I regret it now, because like, oh, I could have probably sold that stuff for, like, I could have sold that at MSRP and made some of my money back rather than liquidating it 2 months ago. But that's or, you know, at this point 4 months ago. But it's like, okay, you know, we got to move on with our lives here. But that's kind of what it was. Like, I was sitting on a ton of Stellar Crown and Twilight Masquerade, and what sucks is my boys last month finally get into Pokemon, actually like 2 months ago, and the first set they want to collect is Twilight Masquerade, and I was just like, I could have just kept all that and we could have opened it together, but no, I pretty sure I gave a Greninja away, and I was just like, but no, and obviously, like, I'll put it this way, GDSD, not everyone's like that. Everyone's reacting to this whole situation very differently. Everyone's looking at the Pokemon market like, it depends on who you're working with. And the thing is, our customers know we have been taking care of them for the last several years of doing this. I won't sit here and say, have we made our mistakes back in the past? Yeah, like, you know, when we first opened, the first few years of business, we were following market rates and trends because we're like, that's what we thought we had to do. and then all of a sudden, like, we were made aware when like there were supply shortages for certain games, and how that reacted. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like the how people are perceiving it, as well as like I don't feel good doing this. At the end of the day, do I want to be a card shop, or do I want to be something more? And so I'm choosing to go the other route. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and argue with people about, it's like, all right, well, I'm going to make sure no one's scalping from our products. We're selling it at very low prices, right now, especially with selling it at MSRP. And so, like, no, I'm not selling booster boxes. We're going to sell packs. I'm going to cut the boxes open. Oh, you want to buy an ETB from us? It's going to be cut open. All right. I'm actually going to adopt the one thing that another store, a couple other stores did, was like, all right, hey, if you want it unopened, it's going to be market rate. If we cut it open, MSRP. And it's just like, okay, there we go. So that way they can't sell a sealed ETB box online. Because the problem with, and I urge all of you to never buy opened product, because what some of these rip and shippers and these scalpers will do is they'll get a booster box. They will open up packs until they get all the hits. So if like, all right, we got the illustration rare out of it, we got the hyper rare out of it. Okay, cool. The rest of the packs statistically will be junk. So what they'll do is they will sell those on a rip and ship stream, or they'll repackage it and sell them as loose packs on TCG Player for top value. So when you go on TCG Player right now, and for like Prismatic and Sparking, Surging Sparks, you look, you're like, oh, booster box for half the price. Let me take a look, right? And you go in there, they're like, oh, it's 8 open up loose packs or 12 loose packs. Do not buy those. If you're gonna spend top dollar per pack, get something sealed. A sealed blister. It's a prime example. Like, so if you're gonna buy loose packs, I suggest you buy sealed blisters. Even for us here, we do it in front of the customers. So when people come in, they see loose packs, they're like, oh, they probably went through it. And I can understand that sentiment. So it's like, hey guys, here's a fresh box. Everyone's gonna get 3 or 4 packs, and then we'll go from there. We actually came up with a fun strategy for this time around. So people were asking, say, hey, what are you gonna do about the promo cards or the enhanced booster boxes? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about those, because the booster boxes we got for the pre-releases, they weren't enhanced; they were just regular packs. So I forgot about that. So what I was thinking was, like, next Thursday, we're literally only getting a case, so we're not getting much. So what I'm looking to do is like, it's like, all right, if like 4 of you or 8 of you get in. So 4 people get into a box, that's 8 packs per person. And what I was going to do is this. I was like, all right, we're still going to sell it at MSRP. Each of you are going to buy 8 packs at this price. The person that has the lowest, like the person who got the worst pulls will get the box topper. And I kind of looked at them. They looked at each other. We're like, "Yo, that's fair. I like that." They actually all really like that idea. So next Thursday, I have at least 12 people who want to do that. So 3 booster boxes are taken care of right there. What's nice is 3 booster boxes are taking care of over 12 customers in that aspect. The other 3, we have another about 16, 20 players that come in weekly. We're just gonna put them up as prize support for them coming in. So a lot of times they play for free. We just ask people buy like beverages and food. So me giving out a free pack for every player that comes out, it's fine with me, because we're making money on the food and beverage side of things. So that's what I'm probably going to be looking to do. And that's going to leave us with 1 or 2 sealed booster boxes left over that honestly I might just use as one for like a giveaway, or maybe we'll open up 1 box for singles, because we're getting into the singles market and trading and stuff too. So if you guys, we actually picked up 2 monster cards yesterday, and I'm like, I was shaking doing the deal last night. It was actually in the middle of stream. I did the deal and I was shaking, but we got it done. We got a PSA 10 EV illustration rare from the Twilight Masquerade. And then we also got a PSA 10 Greninja, the SIR Greninja. So it was a $1,000 trade. So like I was definitely nervous doing that. So, but we got it done. Honestly, we got an extremely fair offer obviously I have to be careful with buying cards right now because both cards and product are all inflated right now. And so, but this is a customer of mine for almost 10 years. So I was like, all right, dude, I know you, you know me. We're not trying to screw each other over. We came up with the price. I was like, what if I give you this much store credit and you can put that towards the boxes that we'll sell at MSRP? And he was like, deal. Like, and no, it's not me promising him a case or anything like that. It's like, hey, here's an ETB. Here's a booster box for the MSRP price with your store credit. You're limited to one, just like everyone else is going to be. But he's like, again, a customer of 10 years. So I can't tell you the amount of, he was my number one Pokemon. Like, of all my customers, he's been buying Pokemon for me for 10 years. So I'm going to take care of him because he bought from us during the good and the bad. And I'm pretty sure I sold him Team Up and all the original stuff at MSRP. Yeah, it was like right after. Yeah, it was right after Flashfire. The sets that we were saying is right after Flashfire. Yeah, we found these. I was just like, wait a second. Yeah, over the course of the last 10 years, apparently we had some stuff sitting in storage. We're like, okay. So it's fun stuff. I say do the pull thing. Also, if you come across another promo, wait for a kid to go on in the shop. Like, I'm also against doing this. Like, the people who are going to be like, they're going to sell the booster packs at low price, but then sell the box topper separately. I'm not about for that. Like, I'm not about that either. Yo, how much you want for them packs? Yo, official crispy. You want to make a deal right now? I'll sell it to you. Those are market rate. Those are over 10 years ago. You're not going to be like, yo, MSRP. You're funny. I'm totally down for selling them, though. Good. I wish, like, the one thing I wish we can do is go back in time is, like, number one, we would avoid our fights, but number two, we would have just loaded up on that Pokemon shit back in the day when no one was buying it.
I would have just bought Bitcoin, Andrew. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, you and me both. Oh, yeah, Bitcoin, yeah. It's actually, no. If we went back to COVID even, all right, like, I still want June and Daniel, so we'll go back to the beginning of COVID. I would have bought all the Bitcoin then when it crashed because it's now like 82 grand. I'm like, I bought Bitcoin when it crashed at 16. I was like, I cashed out when I made $3,000. I was like, okay, there you go. And then it would have gone higher. Now I'm sad.
It did go a little bit higher than that, yes.
You are a serious Pokemon trainer. So, make me an offer. Like, the funny thing is, like, XY Evolutions, it's worth more sealed than open.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
It used to literally be garbage. People would donate me Evolutions.
That's how I got these. These were given to me as a gift. They were just like, we're sorry. Here you go.
These are the bad packs in the tins. I don't want this shit.
Yeah, I was like, okay, thank you. And then, like, someone's like, yo, you know that's like $500 sitting in there? I'm like, what? And I looked it up. I'm like, oh, we're taking that out of the winner's cube now? It's like, and then these stuff here.
Oh, no,
Did you see the episode?
no, Andrew, I did.
Did you see the episode? Well, it was good, right?
Oh, I loved it.
The solo leveling episode, guys. I love the changes that they did. Honestly, I appreciate them giving him a little bit of like effort. Like, he wasn't overpowered.
But I've seen so much on the internet where it's like, oh, hey, it was boring. Like,
It was boring? What's wrong with you people? That fight was so good.
they didn't like the episode. I'm like, they're comparing it way too much to the manhwa and
The manhwa was like 3 pages of a fight. This is like,
it was just the little things like, oh, well, you know, when he showed up, one dude didn't say, oh, we'll be fine. There wasn't a slight moment with Iron where he went like this and gave him recognition. I'm like, are you kidding
I don't
me?
care about those moments. I don't care about those moments.
People do.
Oh my gosh. Focus on, like, they actually. Yeah.
Can we borrow you for like 2 minutes?
BRB, guys. Hold on a sec.
No, we just need to talk about covering Eve.
Have you been seeing the group text? If you ever want to, you can also borrow from. This is everyone just donated their duplicates, and
Oh, nice.
ironically, I'm getting a collection without doing anything. It's kind of funny. All right, sorry guys. We now have coverage. Unfortunately, what happened is, and so once again, one of our employees had to go to the emergency room, and their husband had to go with them to take care of him. So we were short 2 people today, and so again, I came in earlier, and then we had another issue of like another. So we had 3 people call out today. So when you have 3 people call out from our already dwindled forces, everyone's like, "Hey, so what are we gonna do?" I'm like, "Well, like I'm the last resort. If I need to stay and do a triple shift, then I will." Thankfully, Darius is going to come in and help cover the last area that we need. So you guys still have me for a few hours, and then we'll go from there. So, oh, I just realized that TV's not on. Give me a second, guys. Let me turn on the. There we go. Okay. There we go. Thank you for not being a toxic Pokemon seller. Thank you so much. I have a small Twitch community. I'll be sure to. Oh, Nico, if you're still here, I appreciate you saying so. Yeah, I know. I know. I miss people coming in and out. So, like I won't lie, everyone. I've obviously always been like it's always a temptation. Like when you're struggling on a monthly basis, costs are going up. The temptation is there, and I can understand why so many people go down that route, but it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth it in the long run. Like, I get it for the online sellers and the online rip and shippers because there's no face to the business, so they don't care. But for the businesses like ours who are front facing and who have customers, and I didn't get to be here 10 years by screwing over the customer base and scalping the prices. Like, you don't do that. And so, like, for me, I'd rather take care of the customer base so that multiple generations and then come back in the future and stuff. So there's that. So, oh, actually, if you would like, oh, geez, these are the duplicates that were donated. So you may just have these. They're just yours. You're very welcome. I just organized this. So I was like, perfect. You will alienate your customers, friends, possibly ventures. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, too, like I get like the thing is is there shady businesses going on? Yes, with MJ Holdings and all these distributors. And yeah, even between like a lot of people sit there and ask like, why does Bandai allow this? Why does Pokemon allow this? Wizards allows this? Because they do. Because they have shareholders. They are publicly traded companies. They're in it to make money. It happens. And that's fine. Like it's no, it's not. But at the end of the day, like they're for-profit businesses. They're doing what's best for their pockets and their shareholders and stuff too. It just sucks, but it is what it is. But the best thing for me to do as a business owner myself is how can I then position ourselves to win in this economy, win in with those situations? How do I? Because then during the times the thing is, this is what sucks, but this is just like any type of relationship or anything that you're trying to build. Like here's like real friendships too. Like, do you want to work with just only people who are there for the good times or who are there to support you during the bad times as well? The reason why, for those of you that might be like, like there's a guy named PokeNE, right, on YouTube, and he's on Twitch here. A lot of people like to criticize him and support him as well because like he makes really great videos and he's not wrong. The reason why in the last 4 or 5 years he was able to get such a huge stock is because he started it at the height. He was doing what he needed to do, selling Japanese packs and everything. I remember him from 5 years ago. And then throughout the few years, he kept with that business. He kept with the digital side. He kept buying that stuff. And when the market eventually crashed for Pokemon, he was buying up all of those booster boxes and sets from the distributors, from them. And he was gaining favoritism from those distributors because they were still making their commissions because this guy was buying up all of that stock and product. So when it came around, when the products were starting to get popular again, they are going to prioritize the people that took care of them. It's just a matter, scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. It doesn't matter of the time in business. Yeah, I've been in business for 10 years, but doesn't mean I've earned the business of getting pallets of Journey together. Like, I wish I did, but that wasn't our focus, right? When this guy has been focusing on giving them millions of dollars every year to get this product, they're going to prioritize it. I can't be mad about that. Like obviously it sucks. It feels like it's unfair, but when you look at it objectively, it is what it is. Does that mean I give up on it now? It's like, no. What can I do to grow our Pokemon community the best we can with what we have? And that's what we've just been focusing on. And so we're just going to with the little product we have, we're going to take care of our current player base. We're going to work on the trades. And, as a shop owner, my one advice to a lot of places, it's like, during a downward economy, people are going to sell their collections and hobbies because they need the money. If you're in a position to buy that or leverage or trade somehow, now's the best time. so they can build up your inventory for when things are getting good. But not everyone's going to be in that position. I definitely wasn't for many years. You guys have no idea the amount of collections I came through that I had to say no to because I just wasn't in the position to get anything. So it's just a matter of like, you got to work towards getting there. I went to Walmart, saw a pack of Halloween cards for what? Oh yeah. No, that's the thing. Well, the thing is, Walmart and Target and the big retailers, they do have MAP pricing, which is the maximum advertised pricing. So they're contractually not allowed to go above those pricings. You're not allowed to. As for them, we as card shop, for card shops and local stores and mom and pop stores, technically do as well, but no one polices it. There's actually legitimately no punishment anymore for doing what these stores are doing. There isn't. The only punishment is on the market rate, where it's like, all right, you'll never shop from them again, but someone's going to buy that product from them, which is going to reward that behavior. Doesn't that feel like something that's going on right now in the world and at the government level, right? Doesn't that feel like that, right? Where it's like they do something that they're not supposed to do, and there's supposed to be punishments, but they're not actually getting those punishments, and they're getting rewarded for that bad behavior. But at the end of the day, though, it's like, again, that's the situation, right? I can yell about it, I can cry about it, I can do TED Talks about it, but nothing's gonna, as a business owner, that doesn't move the needle. That doesn't progress the conversation or progress our business. So what I can do right now is all right, with what I have and what's given, do I go down the dark path, or do I continue the path that I've been on, but restructure the business, reconfigure it away so I still focus on, I do not alienate the customer base that we've cultivated over these 10 years. I double down on that, right? I don't try to go towards that dark side, So that's what I'm doing there. Oh, no, Zadarnet, I'll put it this way too. So again, not defending every store, but in our situation is this. I always do MSRP pricing unless I bought them at market rate. Prime example, we got in restocks from our distributors at wholesale rate and in market rate. So for example, our 151 booster bundles, they sell for $39.99. My first restock of those 2 months ago, we sold them at $39.99 because they were. Oh, if you don't want them, yeah. I was just giving to you if you wanted them. Those were all our duplicates. So if you'd like to keep them, you can keep them.
Keep some.
Yeah, go for it. Whatever you don't want, you can get back. That's fine. There you go. No worries. I was saying, oh yeah, sorry. And then the second batch that we received, the distributor sold it to us at $59.99. And I was like, wait a second, you sold it to us literally at market rate. And so I had to sell them at $65. And when people came in and they're like, wait, I thought you sold at MSRP. Why are these $65? I had to literally, and I always tell my team, keep our invoices around so you can literally show them, hey, I bought these at $60. I at least want to make $5 on this. We usually make a $20 profit. Even at this price, we're only making a $5 profit. I hope you understand. That's what we do. Even the older ETBs I just picked up from Walmart, I brought up the receipt. Hey, listen, we're only making $5 on this. Here's my receipt from Walmart that I bought these. I'm like, I do what I can to try to get the product for the people here, because not everyone can wait out and, track all of these restockers and follow the MJ Holdings restock schedule and literally go to every single Target for a restock. I just happened to come across one. It's like, all right, there we go. Also, nice people, legit fair. Some people don't actually know these things on the business side. Nice people too, by the way. I've been meaning to message you outside of Twitch because I keep forgetting to. 3 times, and this time I stayed longer, and we were talking about stuff, and you came up. They know you from TikTok, not loosely. They actively follow you here and there. I think you were a slight inspiration for them. Oh, wait, hold on. Are you talking about... Oh, you're talking about the store you go to. Okay, sorry, I was confused by your statement. Your how I was reading it, by the way. So okay, no. So I think you were slight inspiration for them. They had great things to say, specifically about your community building and your scale of business. No, I appreciate that. No, there's actually like the one thing I'm glad I did was I stayed true to my content the last few years, meaning. Well, I got a lot of criticism for posting the good and the bad and the ugly of my content, right? People came in and like investors too. They're like, why are you posting about the bad stuff? Like at the end of the day, I feel like it's a disservice if you don't talk about the pros and cons about doing stuff in this industry. Like, yes, I've made a lot of mistakes. Yes, I've fallen many times. Does that mean I want other people to do the same thing? But at the same time, people are like, oh, you're just giving free business advice away? Yes and no. Like, if they specifically want to work with me and do business with me and get the actual, like, nitty-gritty information, then yeah, I'm going to charge them. Or if there's franchising, there's other ways to go about working with or investing. But, like, general advice to give out each other motivations, right? It's out there. For me, it's like, especially for those struggling, not everyone's a millionaire. Not everyone comes from, generational wealth. Not many people spent, decades collecting Pokemon cards. So like, oh, now I want to, there's some people who want a life change and they want to start doing this. They want to start looking into it, but they're ill prepared because all of these videos that you see online is just, oh, these rip and shippers are making money. Oh, these scalpers are making money. You only keep seeing the successful videos, but what you're not seeing is the thousands of people who lost so much money failing at these businesses. Like one trend that I'm glad I'm seeing to start dying down right now. It's the what's it called? The drop shippers. The amount of videos I kept seeing on my feed flooding about, oh, if you're not drop shipping, if you're not hustling real estate property, if you're not hustling Amazon drop shipping, you're not living, you're not working. It was a giant pyramid freaking scheme. They were pumping and dumping. These guys were waiting for people to crash out to buy all their stuff on cheap and just like, people like they were winning on other people's expenses, right? And so many people fell for it. They put their life savings into it. Same thing with crypto and everything else. Nobody prepared them for the negative side. And I know what you're saying. Those of you could be like, well, if you're doing business or investments, you should know about the negative side. You should be prepared for that. And it's understandable. But not everyone is. And I think it's irresponsible for people to take advantage of that. You got to let them know about it. That's why even when I talk about investments, I put out there, listen, 10 years? No, I have not made a profit. It's a risky industry that I'm in. It's a 100% risk. I cannot guarantee returns. And yes, here are some of my failures and mistakes that I did in the past 10 years. Here's how I responded and everything else too. But at the end of the day, you gotta be transparent. Not everyone is. Like, again, it'll be irresponsible for me to just come on here. It's just like, if you're not running, if you're a fan of Pokemon or anime or any type of gaming and stuff like that, you ain't living until you run your own business. Everyone should run their own business so we can grow this community together. Part of that's true. But the other side is, if I don't prepare you for the negative pitfalls, like when people come to me and ask me for advice, it's not just simple as just take the leap of faith, you'll do fine. No. Do you have a support network? Do you have someone there that's going to help you when you inevitably face opposition, when you face a huge incident or hardship or something? Are you prepared for that? Are you financially prepared? Make sure you save enough money. Well, I have enough to get a building. Make sure you save enough money to make sure that you can run the business for a few months before you're forced to close. Or don't be put in a position like me where you had to take special finance loans and other courses of options. You had to compromise on certain things, which helped you in the short run, but then set you back for years. Why is that important? If you do not go in, no, maybe you're not prepared for it, but if you've mentally had that discussion, when that situation inevitably arises, you're now ready for it. At least you're prepared. Like, I'd rather be thinking about this stuff hold on, guys. I'm all right. Sorry, I'm just checking out a couple things. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I just went off on a rant on the what's it called? I probably just spoke to the wind right there. So sorry about that, guys. Yeah, no, Zarnet, this industry is not for everyone. Just flat out. I'm just gonna restart this. Oh, no. It's just, well, no, on TikTok, it just went down to like 0 viewers. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I just spoke out of existence. Rononoda, what's going on? Are you talking about the Bay Area store or our store? Which one are you talking about? You're chilling, bro? I got you. Nothing new yet. What's it called? We had a good first week with the investment side, so we raised about 20% of what we needed. Nothing last week, but we've had a lot of good discussions this past week. So I'm hoping that this week we yield something. Thankfully, because of the initial MIT that came in, it was definitely like I had 4 plans, A, B, and C, and so it's like best case, ideal case, so like best case scenario, but my goal, worst case scenario, and then DEFCON 1. DEFCON 1 we avoided, but right now we're approaching the worst case scenario, which I was always prepared for. To ready to do. But if I can be in our goal position, though, that's kind of like the ideal position to be in to go into next month. If I'm at the upper end of the goal, like, let's go, but like little by little, though. I guess it's all about balance, community, and profit go hand in hand. It is, but it is and it isn't. To be honest, it's all about how you want to run your business. Because I can't tell you the amount of businesses I've met that have been in business for years, decades, even longer than me, who run it very poorly, they scalp, they run it like shit, they treat their employees like shit, they screw over their customers, but they still make money. Like ultimately, I can't it's ultimately it's how you want to run your business, how you want to be known for, and what you want to do. There's no right or wrong answer on this. Like, I know you guys can sit there and be like, well, scalping is wrong and screwing over the market, people and your customers is wrong, but unfortunately, the market will tell you otherwise. The market will tell you that all these scalpers are making money. It's just like in the investment world. You'd be like, why would you steal from poor people and working class people? That's just wrong. Well, unfortunately, there are people who are doing it. They're raking in hundreds of millions, billions of dollars, profiting off your guys' back. They're gonna bankrupt your pensions and your 401ks to take all that money. They gambled it all the way, and ultimately, the people who are going to get punished for that is all of you. That's the reality of the situation. This is not a fair market. It is not a fair marketplace anymore. It was different. Decades ago, but every generation, there's just a new scheme, there's a new scummy person there, and ultimately when you get rid of the shackles, you get rid of the punishments for all those people, it becomes this bleak situation. But I bring all that up not to like obviously, yeah, you hear all that, you're like, well, what can I do? And you go into despair, and that's where you double down on how you want to run your business, because there's always going to be winners and losers in this industry, right? There always is. Like for every handful of the bad apples you see, there's still 1 or 2 good people still fighting a good fight. And ultimately, in the long run, they're either going to succeed or fail. And the ones that succeed end up building a tremendous loyal clientele base, loyal workforce, and loyal investor base. They may not be buku dollars in the billions, but the companies that choose to work with them, the customers that choose to do business with them, and the employees that choose to work and sacrifice their lives for, like, ends up being great companies. A prime example is that one capital company, like it's like the credit card company that's in Seattle. If you guys remember, the guy who gave everyone like a $75,000 salary, including himself, so that everyone in the company could be taken care of. And then every CNBC, every CEO, every investment group was like, "This is dumb. They will never succeed." They exponentially grew their business, and they were at the point where everyone got raises to like everyone. Their company now makes over 6 figures, full-time benefits, and everything like that. Like, it's so like, just because you don't get it doesn't mean someone else doesn't. You're going to open up a boba shop that'll eventually be a store just like ours. Well, bring it on. Bring it on, rival. No, best of luck. Obviously, please learn from my mistakes. Like, it's not about like, you know, I love the people that come to me and they're like, yeah, you're a fucking failure. I'm going to make sure I make a business that does better than yours. That's the wrong way to look at it. The way you should look at me is like, okay, if you think I've done nothing but mistakes, make sure you don't repeat those mistakes instead of opening your mouth, right? Because like, it's one thing to be confident and arrogant, but it's another thing to be completely oblivious. So things like working capital, doing proper marketing, customer engagement, building a community, actually, like those are some of the most important things you got to do that a lot of people just kind of forget about. I'm going to start from a truck and go, yo, let's go. Yo, Ghosty, that's freaking awesome. Like, don't be afraid of the grind. And I hope you're ready for it. Like, you know, a lot of people come to me and they're just like, you know, how hard is it to start a business? I'll be like, I don't envy the people who start it now. Like, I started 10 years ago with $30,000 in the storefront. If I were to attempt that right now with the same amount of money, it'd be impossible, nearly impossible. The down payment and the rent alone will kill me in a few months. It'll eat up that money. I would have nothing to open the store with. It's just like, you gotta be careful. And so when you do it, I hope you're ready to put in the grind. Like Ghosty, I tell everyone too, like, don't ever find excuses. Stop finding excuses. Flat out. Like, stop finding excuses on why not to start, why not to do something, why not to market, why not to make a video. Instead, you should be doing all those things, doing everything and everything possible. Like, if you are sacrificing everything to do this business and to start it, that means there's no fear. Stop fearing rejection, stop fearing the troll or negative comments, and you got to go for it. You got to find your voice in your customer base. Like, go for it. Yeah, no, like Ghosty, that's not just you. There's so many other people that are going that route. Like, when I was in cafe, the amount of trailer cafes, pop-up cafes that I saw were astonishing. And I'm like, how is this making money? They're like, we're in a new area every week. We pay a little fee to park our trailer. And even though we don't make as much income as if we were in the city, we're not paying this like astronomical number in rent. And I'm like, man, yeah. You know how much I would give not to pay $15,000 a month in rent right now? Like you know how much immense pressure that'd be off my shoulders? Like, leasing a truck versus renting an entire store, as well as paying just so everyone knows, like, you want to know how expensive it is to run a store? Just the rent, utilities, and services, like the trash removal, sewage, electricity, gas, professional services to redo our chemicals. That's $20,000 a month right there. $20,000 a month in pure profit that you have to make to maintain a store of our size. That's our size. Like, but just think about that. Why do I do such diversity, right? If I was just solely focused on Pokemon and Magic, I would have been screwed so long ago. It would have been so long ago this business would have closed. Because you can't make enough from that. Especially when they're cutting your allocations now and you can't get as much product, you definitely can't cover your expenses on that. So, like, people don't consider the cost anymore. And again, I'm here to just, thankfully you've recognized that. There's so many people that come on here and think they can just get a store and they're going to be successful. Like, there's so many things you're not considering when you're opening that. Like, especially now, like when people come to me, like why franchising didn't really work out was I kept emphasizing the importance of having working capital, proper inventory, proper fixtures and everything up front, because you need butts in those seats. You need people to come in and to be wowed. You don't want to half-ass start it. I started this way 10 years ago, but it's a completely different market right now. You cannot afford to waste time. So my step plan is Boba Truck, then selling some Japanese stuff and getting big. Hell yeah, man. You like build that up. You build up your clientele. Like, get them a fan of your drinks, get them a fan of your service. There's no reason why you can't get a resale license and, not just sell boba, but you can do the cards, you can do the gaming, you can add do a free business advice, do a hybrid. Remember those gaming trucks? Well, take the gaming truck and the boba truck and fuse them. Fusion Ha, and all of a sudden you have a mobile gaming cafe. And guess what? You scale that well enough, you may never need to get a store. You could literally be hired by conventions or private corporations or groups to come in and you do a pop-up gaming cafe at all these events, and now you're literally raking in the cash. You could be literally, what's the beauty of you being mobile, by the way, Ghosty, is you could go around the country doing these. Every week, every month, you have a new clientele that you're just building up for and stuff. That's some free advice for you of what you could do. So that way you're not restricted in the limitations of your local area. That you now have, you can literally look at the entire United States as your possible market rather than your closest city. It's not even about scalability. It's about market viability. It's like, all right, if I'm not going to be in a storefront or getting a physical location anytime soon, how do I maximize my exposure and our sales and everything? Go around. No, Ghosty, that's awesome. No, I hope to see you popping up on my TikTok feed and everything, man. Best of luck. No, that's something that, I'll put it this way, this culture needs to grow. I think more and more people need to, I would love it if I go to a town and it's a lot of small businesses. For me, by the way, I'm not against working with other stores and businesses. Ultimately, I want Gamers Heaven to become a collective. When you hear Akihabara, that's a place. That is not an individual business. Akihabara is a place that's filled with many businesses, many people, many creators, many companies, many restaurants, many performers, many entertainers and customer bases. It's a collective. That's why I want this place to be. Down the line. Still working that. What's going on, dude?
I was just eyeing that. I actually bought myself that last year.
This one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I haven't had the time to put it together yet.
What are you waiting for?
I recently moved. I got some.
No, I gotcha. I mean, if you want, well, when we eventually get the lockers, you can build it little by little at the crafting table now. Just week by week, by the end of the year, you'll be done. Yeah, this is for our giveaway. So it's all for the Twitch giveaway right now. Yeah. Twitch. So information to enter the giveaways on the website. That goes for all of you guys. Gamersheaven.com, and then we're doing the drawing in 2 weeks. My biggest thing right now is going to be getting the food trucks, though. Yeah, no, that's true. Right now, the first thing you gotta do is acquire one. Right now, obviously, because everyone's doing it, prices on those are up right now. So, definitely best of luck with that one there. Oh, you know what sucks too? I was, before everything kind of fell apart 2 years ago, I actually worked out 2 collaborations for branded cups, beverages, And you know, just like what you saw, like what Final Fantasy did and Genshin did with Fruit Baskets did, Crunchyroll did with either the Boba guys or with Kung Fu Tea and stuff like that, right? Like we had our first one ready to go, and then everything kind of fell apart. So it was like, well, can't do anything. I still can't say what it was because I still have an active NDA, but it's just like everyone walked away from it, and I'm just like, jeez. And I don't think people like the amount of work I put in during 2020 through 2023 to try to really solidify investments, these marketing efforts and these partnerships and sponsorships. Like, it was a lot. I put a lot out there, and fortunately, it wasn't reciprocated by individuals. So it's just like, yeah, we gotta move on. But Ghosty, I wish you the best of luck if you're still here. I'm like, I appreciate you saying that I inspired you, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you've always probably wanted to do this deep down. And so, like, you know, I hope this is just the beginning for you, and best of luck. This industry can be brutal. Just be prepared for that. But my best piece of advice to you is just focus on not only your passion, but your growing clientele. Focus on that first one, that first person. Get them to come back. Build that loyalty customer base. 1 will become 2, 2 will become 4, 8, 16, and just keep growing that. Focus on that, okay? If you just got one, like, I'll put it this way, you got one person every day for a year, you have a loyal customer base, you have a loyal customer base of over 300 people. If 300 people came to you per month and bought a $5 tea, that's $1,500 monthly. That's just a drink. That's not including your food, your retail side. Like, you want to grow that. Like, don't, like, especially now in social media. I know you see, like, oh, I only got 100 views. I only got 1,000 views. Oh, if I don't get 1 million, I'm a failure. If I don't get even 10,000 views, I'm a failure. You gotta realize just how many people 100, to like even 50. Right? I want you to sit in front of 50 people one day and be like, that's such a small amount of people. Don't ever think about that. Like, actually quantify that in your head. Like, you would give anything to be able to be like, oh, you know what? For a video that I just made, for my time, I didn't pay for it, then my time, it got in front of 50 to 100 people. Then your hope is out of that group, hopefully one of those people saw it and to come in to spend money. Right? So, like, you know, you got, like, people don't realize that. Like, someone told me, like, oh, you got, it's like, oh, your channel's trash now. You only get a couple thousand views per video. I'm like, have you sat in front of 5,000 people before? Like, do you know how many people that is? Like, like, you know, Sacred Aura, what's going on? Skybird Cafe, what's going on? Manny Fresh. Yeah, there's so many ins and outs. Like, that's why, like, for me, it's like, you gotta be careful of TikTok too, because people will draw, like, people will draw a conclusion based off a 60-second video about you entirely as a person, right? Like, I have a couple guys who are like my, like, they're like my dedicated trollers that if any video starts going viral, they pop up. Specifically when I talk about a bad situation that happens, right? Out of the thousands of videos I posted in the last 5 years, those are the only videos they've seen, which is a handful. So they judge me based off of the 5 or 6 videos that I've talked about. So I'll put one about investing, and then I have 4 videos about store closures, mistakes I made, and stuff like that, right? And they'll just draw their conclusion based off of that. They'll ignore everything else, and they'll focus just on that. The one mistake that I did and stuff. They won't focus on the context of what led to that and what I did afterwards. They'll just say, he makes bad decisions. You're going to get that. Don't focus on those. It's going to be hard to. I'm going to tell you right now, I'll be a hypocrite if I sat here and said it's easy to ignore those. No, I've sat there, I fell victim to it myself. But you just got to be able to, tune that out. and focus on the people who do give a shit. The people who are actually willing to come and spend money onto you, or they want to send you money, they want to buy something for you online, those are the people you focus on. All right? All right. Need some cold beverages. It's getting hot up here. But like Ghosty, don't focus on that. Don't focus on don't focus on that number. Focus on comparing it to your own self. Did this video get even 1 more viewer, 10 more viewers, 100 more viewers than my other video? Compare against yourself and not others. If you keep comparing yourself to others, you're going to make yourself depressed every day. And I can hear right now like, oh, that's easy for you to say. No, it's not easy for me to say. If you're like, oh yeah, you got a million views. I did 5 years of sacrificing my income in my life, spending time with my boys and children, sacrificing my family's financial future. I left my wife with my parents, so she practically lived with her in-laws the entire time, raising her children by herself. I put everything into this business. I had no social life, nothing. I haven't played any video games and stuff. I sacrificed everything just to get to my first viral video for 5 years. It wasn't overnight. All right, but it's not lucky. Like Ghosty and anyone else who's looking to start their own business or anything in the future. Remember, luck is just when preparation meets opportunity. You have no idea how long that preparation time is going to be, but when you have your opportunity, you want to make sure you're there. Right? Don't ever regret like giving up way too early or before the bubble happens or whatever and stuff like that. Like even for me right now, it's like I can look back in the last 5 years. So now this is my 10th year of business, and I'm still getting opportunities right now. I'm still being given chances. I'm finding new ways to grow this business and stuff like that. That wouldn't have happened if I didn't do all those things. If I just gave up 2 years ago, none of the things in the last 2 years would have happened. And on my end, for the new community members that find our store, that have been coming here, making new friendships, none of that would have happened if I gave up 2 years ago. Focus on your wins. Like, I know it's hard. Trust me, I just did this exercise. I just literally did this exercise last week with my family, my wife, my parents, because, you know, it's very hard for us financially right now. Like, you know, I'll admit that. And like, it was a very hard discussion because it was just like, you told us, back in 23 that you would only do it for a year. And if things didn't improve, you would quit and go back to work so you can support your kids. It's 2 years later and we have nothing to show for it. We still have no money. You guys are clearly still struggling. Like, what's the point? And like, when you look at that, it feels like we've accomplished nothing the past 2 years. But take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Eliminated almost $1 million in debt. Dug ourselves out of that. The business is now poised to be in a position where we got to make some investments and change it. But not only are we going to make it to year 10, but we could have a clear path to the next 10 years of business and to try to expand again and to grow our revenue sources. Like the biggest thing I had to really realize was like if we had a repeat of last year this year, like we will be 100% debt free by the end of the year. Like 100%. That's like, whoa. I didn't think that could happen, So like you gotta be able to take a step back, especially during your downtimes. Like, right? Like, another good thing to do, Ghosty, after your first year of business, and that first year is gonna be really tough, but that's when you can start comparing to yourself. Was this year's business better than last year? Would you rather be in the beginning of your position right now? Like, would you rather be struggling with a loyal customer base and still a path forward, or struggling and you didn't do any of the work, you have no income source because you didn't do any marketing, no one's coming in, like, which is at the beginning of you, right? One thing that's told, especially in food, first year, restaurant, food businesses, like typical industry averages, 2 to 3 years before you start seeing, before you start running in the black, which is profit. The reason why I haven't done so in 10 years, I started with less than 10% of my needed budget in the beginning. My original budget to open up our store was around $500,000. I opened up with 30,000. I raised that $500,000 over the course of 10 years, but none of it was ever up front. It was sprinkled throughout those operations. So like the video you watch, for those of you on TikTok, the video that's playing on the bottom, it's the first 5 years of my business from 2015 through 2020. And you're seeing how I started, and you know, little by little, reinvesting. That's never stopped. That's how I had to grow. So like, no, like, you know, it's taking me a lot longer to get to a point where to get to like a profitability, but at least we kept growing. You should tap in with RDC. Davion. Wait, that was a YouTube comment. Let's go. Thank you for coming to the YouTube stream. Are you talking about RDC World? Like, I had a conversation with some of the creators from them, but like they're doing their own thing. Like they've grown tremendously in the last 5 years to the point where I can't really have a conversation with them. Like I'm like what's it called here? I got to get into a position where they would want to work with me and stuff. So I'm not pressing my luck in that regard. That's something I should like, but we're rebuilding our position right now. And to be honest, thankfully, I've maintained my relationships and contacts with a lot of other groups and people as well, too. So the reason why I still haven't given up hope or given up my efforts is because we still have very legitimate options moving forward, as well as support from multiple members of this community. So, like, we're good. We're looking forward to it. Mighty Duck? Oh yeah, Vine. I was never on Vine. All right. I'm trying to think here. All right. Well, just getting everyone settled in. Music's still going. Okay. Like I didn't watch any of. I know a lot of the Vine people became YouTubers, so that's like I know, like that. Yeah, lower the volume there. Give me a second, guys. That's what. There we go. There we go. So I just put the. I know I got vast. It got vastly quieted for you guys. What's it called here? I know sometimes like it's gotten really loud in the store. We have a lot of people in the store right now. I typically leave the background remover off because I want you guys to feel like you're in the shop with me. But right now it's very loud. I just listened in to. I'm just monitoring it to see how it sounds for you guys. So I hope this is okay. Is this better, or do you guys actually like the background noise? You're always a fan of natural sounds. Yeah, it'll be different. Obviously, it'll be different at home and everything. I'll put it back on. There we go. It's definitely a more. And that's the thing, Dark Knight. Like, yeah, I'm always trying to like, you know, what's it called? Like, that's kind of the thing. That's why I moved the stream setup back home for right now. It's because I wanted with the streams, what I like to accomplish is, are you at the store? Do you feel like you are? And like, yeah, me stepping away to help a customer, answer questions, or take care of people, like that's like if you were to come into the store and have a conversation with me, I will have to step away from time to time. Games like Legend of Dragoon and Final Fantasy have made me love busy backdrop. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, after the giveaway is done, this will be reset a little bit here. So, Nocturne Moonlight, that is definitely a great question. Put this down. No, the Wheel of Misfortune is my punishment. No, what it is a few months ago, people were looking to wait for like, what's one way that people can donate and support the business in the store, and we can do something fun for the Twitch community. Because I always for me, I was always just against straight up donations. I always want you guys to get something out of it, and so we came up with this wheel where you can purchase one spin. So what it is I combined it with some items too. So I wanted to make sure everyone got something out of it as well. So I added it in this will probably be the last week where it'll be the straw spin, by the way, guys. It'll go back to the regular $10 donation. But what it is for every one donation, you get to add either a punishment or you can add two. So you'll see in the Wheel of Punishment, if you go into the item description, actually, let me bring that up for you so I can just show it to you. You'll get a better view of it. So if you go to the actual item itself, you'll see the current list of submissions. You will see all of the submissions that have been made in terms of what punishments I would have to do. And then you can either add a brand new one or you can add to an existing one. You can be like, oh, I want this to happen really bad. So you can be like, can I add to that punishment? And what this is I would do these spins at major milestones. So the first spin that I set was actually if we hit the 50,000 funding goal. And then after that, the 100K. And then after that, I'll just be basing it off of subs and, channel achievements and everything. But right now, in order for me to get to the full variety channel operations I wanted to do with you guys, I got to get through these last few months right now. We're literally, we're at the end. God, we're so close. But that's what they are. And I really want it to be more, I want to get back to, for my Twitch guys, I want to get back to how we were early last year when we were just gaming. We were doing some cell streams, just chatting, doing challenges, and just hanging out together and stuff, right, guys? I wanted to get back to that. But obviously this past year, I had some major responsibilities I had to take care of. But we're so close. I think that's the thing that really gets me these days is you guys don't realize just how close it is right now. So it's just yeah. But we have this thing called in Korean called 서둘러ing. We are like don't 서둘러, right? What that means is don't get anxious. Don't rush anything. Take it easy, because that's when you're poised to make. When you're in a heightened sense and you're stressed and you're rushing things, that's when you're gonna make mistakes. So they're like, don't stress about it. Don't 서둘러, and keep your path forward. So it's yeah. But I think for me was 2 days ago. I had to get an MRI on my head, but at the hospital that my wife's gonna give birth at. So I went and I did the tour of the maternity ward just to get ready and stuff. And this is a new hospital for us because both my boys were born at a different hospital than this one. So it was my first time going around checking it out, and I was definitely I was nervous. It started hitting me because I found out about my wife being pregnant with our third child 9 months ago. It's been 9 months now, and back in August, the path forward from August till now was like, we're not going to make it. There's no way we're going to make it. But we're here. And we're in the last few months of payments, and she's going to be coming out any day now. And so it's just like, by the way, if any of you, shameless plug-in, if any of you guys would like to help us out or support us, my wife, we did put our baby registry up on our Beacons link, as well as my. So if you're my Twitch channel, in the profile on the About section, you'll see our baby registries there, as well as if you go to my TikTok profile page in the Beacons link, the baby registries are on the top 2 links there. If you guys would like to help out, we have a few more things that we're just. We're short on, and then we're taking it from there. But everyone here has been such a tremendous help in that regard. Sarah just finished organizing everything that was given in. Like, I'll put it this way, my daughter is pretty much covered for the first few months of her life. Diapers, wipes, clothes, and everything. So we're very, very grateful of that, guys. I'm just like, I think it just hit me the other day. I was like, because like after my wife's last ultrasound, she gained another pound. She's at the weight that my oldest was. So that just means she's either going to come out on her due date and she's going to be really big, or she can come out early. And so I was actually going to start. So this was going to be my last week where I was just going to fully do the store and my schedule. But I've actually started all of the projects today, actually. So today I moved the bed, and tomorrow I'm gonna thankfully I kept the crib from the boys. I kept it in pieces. It's IKEA, right? So I'm going to reassemble the crib and put it back in our room. So I'm gonna start that. I had to move all the chairs. I had to move the furniture around. I have to get the house ready. And it's just this is happening, and I think the biggest thing that's really getting to me is just, I mentioned before, but mainly it's just, I don't want to miss this. I missed so much during, the go around with my boys, because if you guys look at the 5-year video, that's where I was the entire time in the store. So not gonna linger on it. We're moving on. I'm just excited for it. What do you need most? Skybird, I'm not gonna pick and choose. I know everyone's in different financial positions and stuff too. Like pretty much anything and everything. Like Sarah has put on everything there that she has determined what she's needed and stuff. I think the biggest thing that we are still waiting on, we just need to get the car seat ready. So we're, I'm going to be picking that up at the end of next week, early April, because I think it goes on sale. So we're going to see. But other than that, there's other little supplies and clothes and stuff that she has on there that we're waiting on. But we're good. Anything and anything we appreciate. Even your words of support, that's more than enough too. We still haven't picked a name. I think we're just going to wait until she's born. It's come down to either Aerith, Anya, or Ahsoka, or just using her Korean name, Chisu. So we have 4 names to choose from. Like her Korean name's going to stay. That's going to be her middle name, no matter what, and that's her Korean name, so that's fine. We got that taken care of. But it can end up just being her first name. So there's that thing too. But like for me, I would like her to have an English name, but I also, for me, I think with her, it's not that like I want a child with a nerd name and stuff, but not just a name that means a lot to me, but I also want her to have a unique name. But not in the wrong way, where it's just like people are gonna make fun of her for it. But it's just like, I want it to be beautiful. I want it to be something strong. Like even all the characters. Yes, Anya's a strong character. Like for those of you that watch Spy X Family, that'd be like, oh my god, Anya's a character. Like no, you need to go rewatch that anime. That girl's been through a lot. and she's quite a strong character, and her name means grace. So like, boom, Aerith. I want like thinking about the character of Aerith, the hardships that she overcame, and who she is as a person, and like obviously, without the death part of it, I love her to be like someone like Aerith, and Ahsoka even too. Look at Ahsoka's character arc and who she's as a person and what she overcame and who she eventually becomes. Like another powerful female character. I was just like, man, these are the characters I would like to kind of name her after. I was like, that's fine. And it's just like, but now we gotta choose. It's like, so it's tough. We're figuring it out. Oh my God. Yeah, we're not going to get into that. Like one of the other creators that I follow, Maximilian dude, he named his daughter Ripley after Ripley from Metroid. I was like, that's freaking awesome. I'm surprised he didn't do a Final Fantasy VII name. But I was even thinking about Tifa as well too, but no one wanted that. I was like, all right, fine. Oh, sorry, sneeze. Whew. Ow. That kind of hurt. All right. Sephiroth. Your mom? No, I'm selling a portion of the business, not all of it. So it's a semi-clickbait title, just to kind of get the conversation started. But I'm putting my own I'm selling a portion of my equity stake in the business right now, because after spending the last 2 years getting us out of debt, we're in our last 2 months of those payments. Essentially, this is my last week of trying to raise some funds to get ready for Q2 of this year. So we got some major projects as well as major operational changes starting in April that we need to start preparing for. And so for me, it was either, okay, well, can we, do we start off April on a strong note by making some of the renovations and investments back into the space, or do we just kind of hold off for a little bit? And we're kind of doing it at that, where we're finally at the point now where we can start putting money back into the business and the store, and it's just kind of exciting that we're finally here. And I'll just kind of leave it at that. And there's some other things we want to do as well too, but mainly, obviously, my daughter is going to be born next month, so it's just kind of like we got to get ready for some major changes no matter what. So we're just getting ready for that. So sorry about this semi-clickbait title. I do say semi-clickbait because it's semi. Just realized probably take some Dayquil. I'm actually going to step away for really quick, guys. I'm going to just throw some trash out and go to the bathroom. I shall return. I'm also just going to check on the team in the store because we have like 6 events firing off all at once today, so it's very busy right now. And we have 3 people call out today, so I gotta make sure everyone who's here, everyone's good, no one's killing each other. So I'll be right back. Boop. What the? Did we just get raided? Hold on a second. I am Dodo Boy. Raiding. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the raid. What's going on? Sorry, I just came back and people just raided. What's going on, Raiders? Yeah, sorry guys, I just had to step away for a second. For those of you guys that are here, first off, I'm Dodo Boy. I hope you had a good stream. I appreciate you rating me, man. No, it's usually radio. I'm on the bathroom break. No, I hope you had a good stream, man. For those of you that came in with the raid, guys, hi, my name is Andrew Huang. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Gamers Heaven. Oh, sorry, wrong timing. No, I started my business over 10 years ago with the goals of building the ultimate kind of gaming lounge and space for the overall gaming anime otaku community. Essentially trying to build a second home, just like Akihabara, but building the US version of it and stuff. Ultimately, my goal is to become like a collective for the entire community, for us to gather and just have a safe place to go and be with one another, shop and play and whatever we need to do. And the last few years, I've been open for 10 years now. Last several years, I've been trying to go ahead and expand. Things didn't work out a few years ago. Spent the last 2 years recovering. But we're finally getting back into it now, and as well as this past year we started streaming. So while we still try to expand across the country, in the meantime, try to build a safe space for you guys here online as well too. So we're going there. But appreciate it. Brazilian here. Well, let's go, Yasmin. Thank you very much for coming in. First time chat. Let's go. Thank you for the follow as well too. Just playing some TCG player, wanted to raid a real shop owner. Well, welcome. You may have fake packs, but I have the real packs. Oh, geez. They're upside down. The real packs. I hope you had a good stream, brother. I actually been meaning to play TCG player. I just haven't had time because people are like, it's sort of like I was kind of against it because I was like, why do I want to play a video game about my life? It's like repeating my life. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm gonna be in Florida during Christmas, so I'm wondering how much of it is fully biggest state. Fully what? Is that open-ended statement right there? But welcome, Raiders. Actually, hold on. My wife's not in chat, is she? Hold on. Oh, she is. She's watching. Never mind. Never mind. I can't say it. I was gonna say something, but she's not. She's in there, so I can't. Ignore what I said. Ignore what I said. Oh, got it. Well, that's awesome. Did I forget what I said? The thing is, she's in here listening, but I don't know how much she's listening. So it's I just gotta be careful. I just gotta be careful. Sorry, I'm just trying to. There we go. Okay. Just making sure what I... Okay, never mind. Sorry. Trying to see if my Oh shit, bro, man. What's going on, man? Wait, what? I'm busy with something. The France is only France and Croatia. Wait, is there a European tournament going on? Wait, is there a European soccer championship going on right now? Football championship? Hold on. Euro soccer. European football. UEFA. There you go, sec. So it's Croatia versus France? Oh, no, never mind. Something else. Oh, Greece versus France. Never mind. Let's go. I personally just wait for the World Cup. Oh, Skybird. You really didn't have to, man. Thank you. No, I appreciate you doing that, man. Like, I appreciate you doing that, dude. Thank you. Actually, fun side question. Does anyone know of any good mattress deals? Good mattress deals. I bring that up because my wife definitely needs a new mattress. Last 2 pregnancies and this one here has destroyed her side of the bed. And it's like, there is no support. She likes it. She's like, she sinks into it. I'm like, no, Skybird, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. No, always appreciate your support, dude. Ever since you've been on here, man. Thank you. Twilight, what's coming up? Please tell me that was a autocorrect. I've heard about the purple bed. I actually want to go try that out myself too. But what if Twilight? Oh. It's a sale. It's a sale. Okay. It's Black Friday in the spring. Got it. I was like, what? That was gonna be a separate conversation. I like Dark Day. I don't know. My brain is just. I was doom scrolling this morning on TikTok, and I just like, it is so bad right now on TikTok that just like I sight read that. I was like, it was like remove. Okay, it's a Black Friday type sale. Got it. I got it. Let's just divert from that conversation. Yes, let's. It's been that kind of day. You know what, ladies and gents? I think it's time for an afternoon beverage. Just to kind of like sit and relax. Oh yeah, no, Skybird. Sarah will let me know. She's been taking care of all of that. I have zero control on any of that stuff. So I'll let her know. She can check it out and stuff. I have no control over any of the notifications. She is all of that section. I have no mental capacity for that right now. So it's just like, huh. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for it to go that direction right now. Man, that's my own fault. All good. No, I appreciate it. Yeah. If you guys want, I know it's a little bit early, but now it doesn't have to be alcoholic. If anyone else wants to go grab a glass, I encourage you to grab a glass of whether it's water, juice, soda, seltzer water, or if you want to do some alcohol, I'm gonna do another whiskey blend with Coke. Sit and just relax. I didn't bring my glass with me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to use a boba cup. Oh, just drink it straight up. Oh no. That's dangerous. Give me a sec. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab a cup with ice. I think we have cups in the back. Oh wait. I think I have glasses I haven't sold yet. Hold on. All right. I haven't opened up a Stripe delivery one yet, so there you go. This is our last Stripe delivery one anyway, so let's go. Okay, I haven't opened up one of these, so aha. There we go. You're supposed to sell that. I know. But my addiction, actually not my addiction, but like, I need a Costa. Costa. They're back. All right. Well, this time, gonna take it easy on this side of things. Gotta take it a little easy on there. Little by little, every day. Okay, whew. All right. This is. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna get double. But I think I'll get like Jack. I'll get like Tennessee, like Jack Daniels something next time. I'm definitely not a double whiskey person. Just a little bit. I'm not going crazy. We're sipping on it. And then, yes, I'm a big baby. We're mixing it. I made the mistake of not leaving room for the more Coke, so we'll see. Have you tried it with stevia? Wait, what? Oh no, Taffy! I should have tried it with the Zevia, the Zevia drink that I have. Next time. Next time. Arctic Rose says cheers. All right. Does everyone have their drinks ready? Everyone have their drinks ready? Three, two, one. Cheers. Almost spilled it on the camera, actually. Whew. Kampai. Kambe. All right. Ooh. Relax. Now, all right. Oh, what song is playing right now? Hold on. Try to play some new songs for you guys. Oh my god, there you go. I know who knows. Hold on. My classic K-pop people, will they know? Will they know this song? I wonder. My classic K-pop people. Woo. Checking something. It's gonna be another day. Sunshine. Sometimes you just need to kind of like sit back and just relax a little bit. Okay, there we go. Raise the volume a little bit. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let me change it up a bit. I have an idea. I'm going to change this up a little bit. We're going to sit back and relax for a little bit anyway. Ooh. I'm just gonna do something stupid. Hold on, let me do this. Sunshine. Let's see if this works. Unfortunately, Shion, I have no opinions on any of those, unfortunately. It's oddly taking long for this thing to load. Why is this taking so long to load? Oh, my Steam crashed. critical steam failure. Uh-oh, what's going on? All right. Is it gonna work now? There we go. Okay, Nocturne Moonlight. I bought it for the sheer fact that it beat Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So I do have it, but I gotta beat Rebirth first before I play it. So... go. This was just the save file we had from last time. Just sit and relax and play some Ducky games. We'll just sit and watch ducks while we have our conversation. Okay, let me bring the camera for... There we go. Oh, jeez. Just doing a conversation now. Duck conversation. We'll just do a relaxing conversation. Take care, Skybird. Appreciate Skybird. Unlocking the beast today? Chat to the bottom. Wait, why is there a... Wait, why is there one underwater? Submarine duck? Rock duck? We're still missing a few, it looks like. We're gonna be Lloyd for a little bit. We're just gonna sit back and just watch Ducks and relax for today, guys. This duck really represents Lloyd pretty well. It's made of a dense material. Oh, that makes sense. So what's that? I wonder, like, if anything, we can try. We can check out some of the other games I have on Steam here a little bit here. Give me a second. Let me see what I can load up. You know what? We can play something just relaxing. Must be running, please. Oh my god, what the, hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can get this. Let's get this started here, hold on. SoundCloud. Okay. Turn off the sounds on this thing here. There, okay, music is off. Okay, good. All right. For some reason, it is still not working. Hold on a second. Why is it still not working? Green Goof, what's going on, man? Oh, what's my pitch? I'll put it this way. The channel kind of explains for itself. If you haven't been here before, let me just bring it back here. I know it's double screened and everything. No, in terms of what we're trying to build, I'm gonna tell you here. I'll start with the negatives. We're not the most sexy investment in the world. I'm not crypto. I'm not online. I'm not a resell. I'm not a scalper, rip and shipper, or anything like that. I'm looking to essentially build the ultimate gaming anime lounge in this country. For the last 10 years, my goal is to bring the experience of Akihabara to America and the world, to build a home for this community, an actual home. So not catering to any specific group, but building an overall facility that caters to kind of the entire fandom as a whole and everything. I do not have one in Denver. We're still at our home store here in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. I actually tried franchising a few years ago. Things didn't work out the way I had hoped. We lost a lot of money, went into a lot of debt, and then we spent the last 2 years recovering from that process. I can thankfully say that we've actually successfully dug ourselves out from the majority of that, and we're actually ready to finally get back on track to where we wanted to go. So the biggest thing we're doing right now is reinvesting back into our current home store to not change it completely, fundamentally, but get our core design language and get everything set so that we have a cohesive plan going forward. So essentially, this is our 10th year of business, and we're essentially trying to design and show the game plan essentially for how we're not only going to survive, these turmoil, the rough few years that are ahead of us, but what's our plan for the future of this company and this industry. And so that's what we're looking to build and present the rest of this year, now that we've dug ourselves out of the situation we put ourselves in a few years ago. I did try to franchise in Denver. Things just didn't work out, unfortunately, and we had to go back to the drawing board. We had about 12 contracts back in 2022, at the height of 2022, but with stores being delayed, underfunded, contracts being breached, and just things being mishandled from multiple parties. But ultimately, these were my fault. We landed in the situation that we are today. And so the last 2 years, 2 years ago, we canceled all the franchises. We stopped franchising in general. We lost a lot of the stuff, and then, we're definitely working forward. Oh, appreciate it, Green Goof. Looking at that. All right, let's get back to it. So for some reason, is it not a game? Okay, never mind. For some reason, Streamlabs doesn't consider this a game, so never mind. I was trying to change it up. That's my bad, guys. So we're gonna just close this up, come back to this. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right, we'll go back to just the chatting portion of it. Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. All right, I'll restart TikTok here. Changing up the TikTok title really quick. There we go. All right, let me bring you guys back down here. I was trying to play Plants vs. Zombies. I was like, let's have some fun a little bit. But it wasn't working, so never mind. I tried. I was like, maybe we can play something casually. Like, pretty much, like, what's a game that I could play casually while still having a conversation? I was like, oh, I can do tower defense games with you guys. But it refused to work, so I was like, never mind. I guess I can't, so... I was trying to find a specific song, but I can't find it. All right, whatever. Yeah, Taffy, I think I gotta redo my output settings on TikTok because it's actually taking an unnecessary amount of resources from my graphics card. So I'm just like, all right, why is it taking such a large percentage of the 4090? I'm just streaming. Why is it? Why are the games having such a hard time with these? So I gotta figure that out. Eventually, we need to go to a dual PC setup so that like I can do full games and then the PC can just stream. So something that we'll work towards. What's up, Lito? I just realized, it's like what I could do is I can do some productive work right now. So it's like, give people chances to walk in. If they got questions, we can get those questions answered, have the discussion. If not, I got some business work I got to do too in the background, so I'll just do that. But let's do some good music. Casual music, listen to the background. We'll just relax for a little bit. I know it's Sunday, so everyone's kind of like easing into the evening and the afternoon, so. And now I'll see if someone recognizes the music in the background. I'm selling a portion of the business, so I apologize for the semi-clickbait title. It is definitely just, we're selling a portion of the business right now. Just essentially, we spent the last 2 years getting out of debt, and we're finally at the point now where we can finally start reinvesting back into the business. We're getting ready to increase our inventory, make some necessary renovations to the store, and so forth. Whether or not we raise or not, we're going to move on forward, but it's just a matter of like, can we start off this year, after spending 2 years recovering, can we actually try to build up and start off the year on a strong note? What's up?
Are we still trying to have backstock with UA after we ordered?
Yes and no. Like as this rest of the year like progresses forward, like I wouldn't mind having like another case in the back end and just holding it on.
Okay.
You want to increase the?
In that case, UU and FMA might be one. I already told Darius to increase UU Hakusho to 2 cases.
Well, FMA is already we locked that in already, so it's already passed. So, but any other titles going forward, like we can just go up to 2 cases base, and then if we know it's going to be popular, we go up to 3 or 4.
All
right, I can adjust it. I can also add to it. What's up, dude?
No, like,
what's going on, dude? Welcome back
I don't
in.
want to tell Darius who the sources are because he'll get salty, but like people want upwards of 8 boxes.
8 booster boxes?
Yeah.
So this is where like pre-selling needs to come into place then. Like we can place the order, but we're gonna want like at least deposits or pre-orders. Like this is what it's gonna be. But I can order it. So like they want more.
I don't know. I'm cool with staying at 2 cases and just seeing what happens, but it depends. Like if you want backstock, it's up to you.
Well, it's just because it's gonna. Sorry guys, give me a second. Let me just go ahead and check something out here because with that we have to get ahead of it. That's the biggest thing.
Because Kaiju is going to be popular too, but not as popular because it doesn't have the nostalgia.
So it's Gundam. So we want to look at Union Arena. So we still have 17 days left for Kaiju number 8.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 cases so far and 2 Yu Yu Hakusho, 1 case right now. So we can
He
update.
said he was gonna update it.
Yeah. So we can we have 2 weeks left on that. So if we want to, we can start pre-selling the boxes now. Just like all right, $79.99, $80 a box essentially.
We were charging $70.
I'm doing 70. You can do that too. I mean, pre-order we can do a discount. That's fine. But if they want to, we can go ahead and like, I can put up the pre-orders now, and then they can like,
We'll know it.
yeah, because we can like, so it's like we can just guarantee we're gonna get a case or 2, and then anything above that, you need to let us know before, pretty much by the end of, pretty much this week. And then Kenshin starter deck,
Wait,
Hunter x Hunter.
do we have any of this one?
That's 1 case. Do we want to increase that too?
I mean, I'm gonna want like 6 boxes.
You want a third of the box essentially.
And we're since we're doing pre-releases now too.
Yeah. So I mean, like, so
I really
for
thought you were just drinking a rum and coke. I've been watching too much Trailer Park Boys.
I am.
Oh, okay.
I mixed it.
Oh my God! You mixed that. I need to walk away.
Oh no, I tried that for the first time and like that's a bit too strong for me. So I was like, all right, let me mix it in. It's good. I like easing it in.
The alcoholic in me is disappointed in you.
I know. I disappointed myself too. All right, no, for Hunter x Hunter, we can like the thing is too, we can just pre-order it, and then we can pre-sell it before it comes out too.
Yeah,
Like we don't
so
have to necessarily get it
I
in
would
now.
say 2 cases seems decent, especially with conventions, because like.
I mean, with conventions, then I probably want to increase that to 3 cases.
Well, I just mean with conventions we can move stuff.
We
that
could.
doesn't-
So getting 2 cases for that, you think?
I feel like that's fine.
This is in September. So do you think that the community will continue to grow or stay where it is? Because I'd rather get 3 if it's going to grow. But most people
it's
are
hard to say.
people are
It's set
sick.
by set.
Yeah, people are staying with the set. So, I mean, if you want to gauge some interest, like I can add a case. So we have 2 cases for Hunter, Verni Kenshin. We got 1.
That's got
2?
nostalgia factor though.
So I'll get 1 more box. It's 6 starter decks.
Oh, that's a starter decks?
Yeah, it's a starter deck.
There's no actual boosters?
I got you in a couple weeks ago for Stampede
For One Piece. Yeah, no.
No, not for one, for Yu-Gi-Oh! The Stampede.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! That's right. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you're Yu-Gi-Oh!
So, I'll give you guys a chance to see how many cases you get.
Yeah, we should get our allocations before they send it. Usually it's either like a couple weeks or right before they send it.
They can drop from like the 12th or whatever.
Yeah, we just got our prismatic allocation, so we're just like for the premium collection. So that Stampede should be, yeah. Actually, this week we should find out.
I got a ton of Comic-Con I'm gonna bring in, so I try to trade over a case.
Yeah, let me know. So yeah, we started doing. So if you got slabs, I guarantee 80% in market.
I got all sealed, man.
Oh, the seal product. Okay, then we can work it
I
out.
just got a bunch of it's at the Celebrations collections. I just scooped up a bunch of like 2020.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just found some dude around. I just had like a bunch of it. Some made at a good price.
Yeah. No, I'm willing to trade. I did a trade yesterday for product. So, or sorry, cards for product. So, I'm definitely down for it. So.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I got a bunch. I got a ton of awesome singles and stuff. But I definitely, I want to probably pick up like several pieces of Stampede if I'm able to. So we'll see what your allocation is.
Yeah, you got my number last time, right? So just give me a text when you're. Honestly, just text me to remind me. It's like, hey, just pushing this for Stampede, and then let me know what you have for Pokemon, and we can just go ahead and trade up for that.
Absolutely.
So, good seeing you again.
Practice Carbon Edition shit. I want to see what it's
Oh,
all about.
okay. Good luck, man. So Kenshin, I'll add another box, so we have 12. Yu Yu Hakusho, 3 cases. I think that's
Yeah.
everyone loves Yu Yu Hakusho, so I'll get. It's by case. I got to order 32. So then that's 3 cases that's gonna be coming in, and then Kaiju number 8. We already have 2.
I
I think with all of y'all people, we can go 4 because I can sell it online too.
I don't know. That show's just
That's
too
end
early.
of October. So whatever doesn't sell, I can take it to Rhode Island Comic Con and
All right, you're the money man, so I'm just giving you the deets about you.
all right. But this is the sad part, guys. I have for card sets that's coming out. What's it called here? 7 months from now, I have to order now. So this is stuff that's coming out in October. I have to order it now.
It's really annoying.
It's really, really
I dislike
annoying.
it so very much.
Actually, let's see if there's anything for Gundam.
Like, it's weird that cracking packs is gambling, but also stores ordering packs is also gambling. Because
Oh.
we have no idea.
Do you want the Godzilla card game -1? You Godzilla fiend.
Darius said he was ordering it.
He-
I can't
he got-
support another goddamn
He got.
game.
He got. Yeah. When they announced it, I was like, no more, please, for the love of God, no more card games this year.
Like, if there's sleeves, I'll scoop up sleeves, but, like, I cannot support another card game. Becca's getting back into Magic.
Oh God.
So,
no,
like,
no.
I'm dead.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. So we're adding this much in.
Thank
Proceed
you.
to check
How
out.
much did we up it to? For Yu-Yu?
Yu is 3 cases. All right. Sorry, guys. Obviously, we're running the Union Arena weekly today, and so people are asking about whether or not we will, we're going to create Sarah allocation. So I just got to order it ahead of time. That's all it is. So I just placed the order, so we're good there. Now, for those that were, if Mr. E is still here, how's the distribution so far with trading cards at the moment? Terrible. Absolutely. It's trash. The fact that every distributor, not just MJ Holdings, every distributor is either doing back end deals. They are either scalping themselves. They're selling things at wholesale and market, right? It is chaos. Or what's it called? If you guys remember from Game of Thrones, freaking Tywin Lannister, it's like madness. That's literally the situation right now with Pokemon and all of the card games, really. So are you growing the business? I gotcha. So yes, we are growing the business. We spent the last 2 years recovering from the failed franchise process, but this is our 10th year of business, and we're finally back on track. The fact that we were able to eliminate almost $800,000 of debt in the last 2 years. No, we didn't have any profitable years, the last 2 years especially, but because we were paying off our debts. So we didn't do anything. We didn't do any major restocks. We didn't grow our inventory. We just focused on paying everything off. But now we're at the point where we can finally start reinvesting back in and get back on track with everything. So there we go. You've never heard of Union Arena. It's essentially its own, like, so you have a lot of IPs that launch their own card games, like Gundam and like obviously Yu-Gi-Oh,
There
One
was
Piece.
no Kenshin packs?
There was
It
no
just
Kenshin
starters?
pack. It was just starters.
That's so fucking weird.
Right. So there was that. So it's just sorry, I just lost my train of thought there. Oh, Union Arena, yes. So Union Arena is essentially its own standalone game where they will be bringing in all the IPs. So instead of like set releases where the format will change with every new new set coming out in advances, the Union Arena has its set rules, and then what they do is they're gonna like each IP will be its own set. So whether you get an old set that came out last year or something that comes out 2 years from now, they'll still be on par with one another in terms of being playability. It's just like, it's literally, those of you power scalers, like, fine, Rurouni Kenshin versus Hunter x Hunter, let's go. Hunter. It's a way of doing that. There is a new Godzilla card game that's coming out. It was announced like fairly recently for like coming out next month. It was stupid how short of a notice they gave us. And I'm like, I don't know if it's going to be good. So we ordered a small amount and we'll see where it goes from here. Spider-Punk, yeah. I actually gotta go check out. I gotta check out. I really do need to go check out Kaiju number 8. I haven't seen it yet. Jesus. Sorry, I'm just checking out some of the PCs, the PC we're trying to make the new stream set up with. Oh my God. $6,500. if you want to have a 5090, dear God, 5080. Here we go. A little bit more reasonable. Okay, the 5080 computers go down by almost $3,000. It's like, okay, thank you. Oh my goodness. But you know what? You know what? Let's do this. Let's look at the AMD machines here. AMD with the Radeon GPUs. They don't do anything with the Radeon GPUs. Never mind. Never mind. Oh my goodness. High, low. So the most expensive. Oh God. Okay, yeah. So $2,000 cheaper, and you get a 5080 with the same specs. I think we all agree. I think the 5080 is more than enough. Actually, what's better, the 5080 versus the 4090? Wait, so the 4090 is still overall more powerful than the 5080, but in terms of more efficient, it's a V8 muscle car versus a turbo six banger. It's essentially what it's telling me. Raw power, 4090 still has it, but the turbo six banger, the 5080, is more efficient with the power. Got it. It's just. What's up? Oh, okay. Take care, brother. $64 gig. Oh God, this is just a nightmare. This is nightmare fuel. Bailey Shaw, appreciate your comment, man. Oh wait, so you saw the trailer. So the thing is, I've seen the TikTok clips. So it's like, based off the TikTok clips, the show looks cool. Like I have nothing against the show, per se, but it's just a matter of like, I don't know. No, there's nothing I don't know. No, the show's been fine. Like I think I just need to see episode 1 and just kind of take it from there. I'm just kind of go with that there. Like, is the show really that good? Like, for it to get like G Fuel and all the figures and statues coming out for it. Like, I put it this way: the product support helps me determine whether or not a show is getting popular. It really does, because if the show isn't having traction in Japan, there's no reason why they would spend R&D to go ahead and make figures and statues for it. So, season 1 was great. Okay. I mean, from what I saw, it ends with him fighting like the general dude or something. Like that's what it looked like. So, where's my store? We're located in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. Phoenixville, Pennsylvania is our current location. Let me see where we are here.
What are you watching?
What's that? Huh?
What are you watching? Oh.
Nothing. I'm just checking out on my other mutuals, see what they're doing.
Okay. Bye-bye.
You're heading out?
Yeah.
Have a good night, buddy. a sec. What's the membership, or is it in store only? Hold on. So Spider-Punk. In terms of the memberships are for our current and future stores and future operations. So if you firmly believe, you've been following us for a while, and you believe not only are we going to recover, but we're going to get back to expanding again, continuing developing the other business areas that we had discussed in the past. So everything from the restaurants, the cafes, the capsule hotels, and everything else, every other aspect of the business that we want to develop. Those memberships, it's sort of like what American Airlines did back in the day, where they sold like, unlimited, free flights, right? Sort of like that there. So I did 150 lifetime memberships. We're down to our last 23. And essentially is you get a lifetime membership to, obviously it's digital, our stores, and any affiliate business that we end up creating in the future or partner up with. So as of right now, it's 5% off all purchases online and in the store. You get free play no matter what when you come in. You also get half off any electronic rentals. So table fees are waived, and electronic rentals for like PC gaming or VR gaming or anything like that, it's half off. Eventually, once we settle in and we start back in the growth phase and developing phase, there will be lifetime member exclusive items where you guys are going to be the only ones that can get them or get first crack at them. And then most importantly, as we develop other businesses, so one of the first add-ons that we've done is for Cafe 7, we did a lifetime boba pass where all the lifetime members get grandfathered in to that lifetime boba pass. So it's a free boba, coffee, or beverage for you and a friend at any Gamers Heaven location, current and future, every day for life going forward. Like there's that. So like, yeah, we may not be near you now, but if you believe that, obviously, yeah, we had a huge setback the last few years. But if you firmly believe that we're going to continue on forward, that's going to be it. Oh my goodness, thank you for the follow. Let's go. Thank you for that. That's what's for. So if you have any more questions regarding that, let me know. I'd be more than happy to answer that. 2x4, would you be against me DMing you about a project I'm working on, looking for investment advice? 21x4, I'll be the wrong person to ask about that right now. Unfortunately, I just don't have time. I'm dealing with my own issues, my business right now, and we're expecting our third child right now. So in terms of my availability, I really don't have any right now. So I don't want you to waste your time DMing me when I might not get back to you. So I do apologize, but I'm kind of not the right person to go at this moment right now, if you understand what I mean. I am my schedule's so tight these days that it's just I really don't have time, unfortunately. I recently moved to Washington. Is there any future locations come northern Washington? Hopefully. So keep in mind, guys, I've been working on trying to expand for the last few years. Franchising didn't work out, and we've been recovering from that failed franchise process for the last 2 years. We're finally near the end of it, and now we're ready to start moving forward again, because now any new money that comes in, we can reinvest into the store. We can finally renovate the store to get our design language 100% locked in. During those franchise years, we put all our resources into expansion and building the support network for the franchising, and we didn't put that money into the store. But we're doing what we should have done from the beginning. We recognize that, but it's better late than never. We're going to get the store to where it needs and build a strong foundation before we try to expand again in the future, and then show you guys what the future of this business is going to be and how we're going to tackle it. I don't think I asked, but if you didn't have that setback, ideally, where do you think that the store would be right now, or the stores? So Bevinox, by 2022, I had 12 contracts signed. That means I have 12 contracts that were contractually should have been opened by mid-2023. So by mid-2023, we should have had at least 10 stores open and operating. By that point, I've already negotiated out sponsorships and partnership deals. I also negotiated out a $25 million cash injection into the business so that we can go ahead and open up corporate-owned stores and grow our C-suite support and opening teams. All of that obviously fell through between mismanagement of funds, people breaching their contracts, stores closing down, terminating contracts, and then obviously people breaking off from us. Obviously, also there was a lot of things that were going wrong where we should have been enforcing our contracts. That's the biggest thing that I regret not doing. But, you know, I mean, there's that. I mean, that's the biggest thing that really happened. Like, when I say, like, all the work that we put in from to the first part of 2023, it definitely just fell through. And so I spent the last 2 years recovering from that, you know, brand image wise, operationally, funding, and everything. If it wasn't for all that, I would have focused on continuing growing since then. But it's just like, there's all that. Everything would have been so different. We would actually have income coming in from all the stores. People would have been open. And instead of like playing recovery the last 2 years, we would have been spent helping develop new projects, new menu items, upgrading and so forth. And it's just like, there's so many things going on in that regard. But Bevanox, if you put me down that path and I start thinking about it again, it's going to be a dark conversation again. So I'm just going to end that there, but it hurts. It hurts to think about. 21X4. I mean, all I can say is, best of luck with that. I appreciate the congrats for my child and stuff, but what's it called there? Do your research and do your best on that, man. With people like me right now these days, after 10 years of doing this, like, I'm not about, I'm this way, like, if I had the time, I wouldn't mind. Like, if things had gone differently in the last few years, I had some free time available, I don't mind mentoring, I don't mind answering questions and stuff, but right now it's very difficult for me to just even have personal time. I don't even get to play games anymore. I watch very little anime. It's been nonstop between my fatherly duties, husband duties, business owner, streaming, content creation. It's just nonstop. So I appreciate you understanding. You go under there. No, Bevanox, you're fine. It's the reality of the situation. Like, people like to say constantly that I'm just a failure, that my business plan would have never worked and all this other stuff. It's my fault for trusting the wrong people, for not being more strict on my applications and my requirements and so forth, because I was so eager to try to open these locations. But there has not been one single store, one contract that we got pretty much like, I'm not going to sit here and say that franchising was also the wrong way or it failed, because nobody actually opened up my store. Nobody actually opened up the store the way I told them to, the way I asked them to, and the way they were supposed to agree to. Nobody actually opened up any of the stores the way they should have. So at this point, you've actually never seen another Gamers Heaven outside the home store actually operate at full strength with what it needed. You have not seen that once. The one store that was remotely closed, that was supposed to be our flagship store, broke off. I'm gonna leave it at that. That's one of the biggest knives that I still feel today. So I'm just gonna, they're doing that there. But, so that's why I haven't given up, because we still haven't been able to show our true strengths or colors. And for me to determine our entire livelihood and everything based off of that, there's no point. So we're not going to do that. Oh, and I appreciate that, BBP. And TikTok, Twitch, it looks like I've run out of time. What's it called here? Both Angora and Ringo are on, so I typically don't like to stream when they're streaming. Again, it's more along the lines of, this is why I was going to try to start earlier in the day. So I'm going to go ahead and send you guys over there. If you guys want to continue the conversation, I'm going to stay on TikTok. And, we'll go ahead and do that. I'll still stay on, but we're trying to support them, and I don't want people being divided, in terms. Yeah, I'm just no one's here. I'm just gonna forget it. I appreciate that, BBP. Video game professor. Would love to have something around us. Love the content in the community. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Oh, no. Bevinox. It's more along the lines of like, I want people to, like during these times, instead of people having to choose between, the different, power scuff or being here or there, it's just like for me, if anything too, the reason why I've been streaming earlier and earlier, it's because I'm trying to separate out, also trying to, what's it called? Market to a different, time slot and other people who aren't typically available in the evenings. But then this also gives a chance for everyone to then focus on them. So that's kind of what it is there. Have I ever thought about Chicago? No, I've thought about every region, every city. It's just like, we are actually going to be coming to C2E2. So, David, we are going to be coming to C2E2 if you're going to be at that show. So if you want to come and ask some questions and, talk to us about why we should come to Chicago, I'll put it this way, guys. C2E2 will show me whether or not you guys have a how good the local scene is. So we'll see there. We're currently at back down to one location. We have our new second location opening up in the next month or two in Santa Clara, California. They're going to be opening up the cafe lounge version of the business, which is just a portion of our store, but that's what they're going to focus on. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah, Phoenixville's still open. 10 years. It'll be 10 years in August. 10 years in August. And that's actually what we're trying to raise funds for. We're trying to get Phoenixville. What we should have done 5 years ago when we first went viral is put all the money back into the store. I should have done that. And I get it. And I'm going to repeat it here. There's a couple of people here right now. The reason we went to franchising was I had an opportunity where many people approached us saying that, hey, listen, I have the money to open up a brand new store. You can use my resources and my income to go ahead and build your flagship store. Essentially getting a fresh start, right? Like a new game plus type thing. And with the investments we got and the opportunity in front of us, we went for it. Obviously, it didn't pan out the way we had hoped. And obviously, yeah, it's easy to say we should have just put it all back into the store. We should have just done that, but we're doing that. It was a hard lesson learned, and trust me, I learned from it. Last 2 years, you guys have no idea how difficult the last 2 years since stopping franchising has been, since losing all those stores has been. Almost sacrificed everything, and we paid off almost $800,000 in debt in 2 years. Incredibly long journey since then, but we're finally at the point now where we can start putting it back into the store and focus on growing again. And so rebuilding our inventory, redoing the events and services, food services, aesthetic, everything, and getting the store, not relying on anyone else now, but focusing on building this store exactly the way we want to going forward in terms of the design language and everything. The architect that's designing our California store is the person we're going to hire to come in to design our home store one as well too, to keep the design cohesiveness, and then taking it from there, little by little. The first major thing I'm going to be doing is doing the floor. I definitely got to replace the floor. I did DIY about 6 years ago, and it's in desperate need of repairs. Digging it up, leveling the floor, and redoing it all. So one of the first things I will be doing. Appreciate that, Dylan. Omaha? Yeah, no, guys, every major city across the country, whether you're red or blue, central, east, west, north, south, doesn't matter. We have weebs and gamers everywhere. And so my goal is to be in every major city across the country. That was always the plan. Obviously, I've had a bit of a setback, but we're going to keep on trying. Jink, love you back too, brother. Jink, Bevinox, you guys know this. You guys one of my two people, including David as well too. All of you guys, you know, Twilight, there you are. You know, we're here now because of you guys. So it's just like, you know, it's we're definitely doing good. Like, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Like, we're at the last leg. This is it. These next 2 months are it, and we're free. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. I'm always appreciative of you guys there. So I always appreciate you guys being here and everything. Westchester might be a good location. Lots of small D&D places. Oh, Dylan, but like the thing is, Westchester's 30 minutes down the road, so it's way too close to the home store. Like, it's way too close for me to open up another store that takes away from people that would come here normally. So I got to be careful with that. Taffy. By the way, guys, everyone here obviously makes sense. The reason why I point them out, they were the largest investors that really helped us get over the hump, especially early last year, and most importantly, the fall season. Right, the fall season was the most difficult. That stretch from September to December were the biggest. That was like the biggest like hurdle. These last few months are like the miniature hurdles, and then essentially next month we're here. Like, I'm just trying to start off next month as strong as possible. So that's what we're doing. These clips of the old store are bringing back nostalgia. Dylan, that's kind of what it is, man. It's every time I look up. So I have my OBS screen down here, my Streamlabs, my Streamlabs down here. The screen above my main screen is where my TikTok live studio, and I keep looking up, and every time I look up, it's a different part of the recap video. For those of you on TikTok, the video that's playing down below, that's actually the 5-year recap I made back during COVID before I went viral on TikTok. So the first viral video on TikTok, this was made 2 months before that, where I was actually about to declare bankruptcy. I was about to quit, give up on the business, and just walking away. And who knew, about a month after I made that video, we would kick off the next 5 years. And to be honest, like, the growth and problems I overcame during the first 5 years versus the last 5 years, very different, but growth nonetheless. And the one thing I do look forward to doing this summer is, for our 10-year anniversary this August, is making an updated 10-year video that's going to go from 2015 all the way to 2025. Blaze, I appreciate you saying that. Sorry, guys. I just every time I say it out loud, it's just I'm just getting flooded with memories. It's hard to look back at that much amount of time and just. And the thing is, I'm human, right? It's hard to focus on the good things, right? You'd be like, I'm still here, we're still growing, we have opportunities. Like, I understand it, right? but it's hard right now where it's you sit in this position, you're like, after 10 years, what do I have to show for it? What do I have to show my family? My wife is still struggling, my family's still struggling, and it's just like, in the moment, I feel like I've been a failure. I failed as a father, I failed as a husband, I failed as a business owner and business partner to the community. Like, it feels that way, but I know you take a step back and you look at the accomplishments. Yeah, like, of course it isn't, but it's like 10 years is a very long time. The last 2 years where it should have been years of growth, solidifying, enjoying the business we've built. It's been 2 years of resentment and just like having to grind it through and rebuild, and it's just like, it's tough, and I'm at the end of it, and you'd be like, you should be relieved, but I'm just like, I'm still not out of it. So it's like, what sucks, it's like, you just want that breath of fresh air to be like, it's over, right? But it's just like, but it's not. The battle's never done. So it's just like, so you just gotta keep on going. I mean, like, it's like why I just said all that stuff because that's how I feel in the moment. And in all honesty, that's how it feels every day. And like how it's been the last few months, but like, it's always this back and forth battle. It's always like, do you view the glass half empty or half full? You're like, man, after 10 years, the glass still isn't full. And you're like, man, it's still empty. And the other side, it's like the fact that you survived all that, the way you started, and still this full is an accomplishment. And it's this constant back and forth battle. And many of you will face that if you start your own businesses, or you go full time into content creation or streaming or whatever you're looking to do. You're always going to face those demons back and forth. And for those of you that don't have unlimited optimism, it's always going to be that juggle, that balancing act between those emotions that you're going to always have to fight through and push through. And so, yeah. And that's just what we're doing. Yeah, I do miss the theater room, but the thing is, we had to take the theater room down because we needed more table space, and now I need more tables and chairs. I actually, part of the budget that we would raise is we need to update the tables, actually get more tables, and we need to get additional chairs. Like, obviously, over the last few years, chairs have been breaking. We need to replace them, and we need to increase it because we increased our seating capacity to the point where Friday and today we had to turn people away. We didn't have enough seats. So part of the renovations that we've done is the cafe seating will actually be optimized. So there'll be more seats available in the cafe space, and the play space will be maximized too. So there's that. Bevan, I'm starting to hear that. Yeah, my parents dealt with something similar back in the day. It was my dad opened up a body what's it called, mechanic shop as well too, and he put everything my family had into it. This is when I was a kid still, like I was like 3. He was trying to build something for our future as well, and unfortunately he got taken advantage of and ultimately lost everything. Had to declare bankruptcy. He lost everything. And I didn't realize it at the time, but like looking back on it, it makes sense why we moved back in with my grandmom, and during that time, like I didn't realize how poor we were growing up, because my parents always did a good job of making sure that me and my sister were taken care of. Like I dealt with my own demons with bullying and all this other stuff, but at the time I didn't see that, right? I didn't see how poor we were, like people talk about, like, I love it. Like, it's not love it. Like when I hear comedians talk about growing up poor, they start bringing up the food that they ate because they couldn't afford it things. I was just like, I ate that. That's how I ate. And like, I'm like, wait a second. And I start looking back. I had to go like back in time in my own mental state. I'm like, then I go talk to my parents about it. I was like, how hard was it for you guys back then? And it's just like, oh my gosh, right? And the thing is, now as a dad myself going through something similar, I'm always doing the best I can to not show that to my boys. I want them to be kids. I want them to have fun, play with one another, not worry about these things. Like, you know, I never got to go to Disney World as a child. It was not like, I think Disney was like a far-fetched dream, right? The first time I went was when I went with my marching band in high school. Like that was like my first time going. And, you know, but my dad was like, yo, I'm sorry that I can never take him. Like, Dad, what are you talking about? I saw a great, like, bologna sandwiches, chicken top ramen. Like, it was like, wow. And so, like, you gotta appreciate the blessings in your life when you do these kind of things. My parents are, like, always apologizing to me. They're like, I'm sorry that we couldn't give you money to go to college and you've been straddled with all this debt. Sorry that we couldn't help you start your business and stuff. And I'm like, that has kept me grounded. Yes, I've had to rely on investors and loans and special finance loans and things that have held me back and things that, you know, obviously I had to sacrifice for. But I am who I am now because of all of that, because of them and the experiences I've gone through. And for me right now, I may be tired, I may be beaten down, but I feel like I'm the best version of myself right now to execute on this business plan moving forward. I don't have the energy that I was when I was, 26, but now it's just like, let's do this more efficiently and let's make sure that the moves we make right now are meaningful moving forward. So we are. Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry to take you guys down that memory lane. Bevan Knox, I feel you on that one. Like, my parents slept in the living room while me and my sister slept in the bedroom. And, like, we never quite understood that. But again, looking back, like, I didn't quite get it. My parents slept on a couch bed, right? So we would still have a living room, but they slept in the living room. And I was just like, whoa, hold on a second. Like, looking back again, I'm like, oh. I feel you on that one, man. Oh, no, guys, Bevan Knox is he's doing good now. He's doing good. He's doing good. Bevan Knox is in a good place now. It's when you have that kind of upbringing, it makes you appreciate and respect money a little bit more, and also makes you respect certain values a lot more. As well as that's why, like, people like me, not Nepo babies and people who are like the generational wealth people like us are the ones that can appreciate and understand everyday people and their struggles. Rich people will never understand. Like, the one thing this is not a political statement, but I think people need to stop idolizing and just listening to people who've inherited their wealth. They've never worked for their money. Oh, like they've earned it on. No, it's different when someone has been given $1 million to start their business and they grind through than someone who grew up with nothing and starting their business. There are staunch differences there. And the people who are down here keep looking at these people as if they know us. They've been through. No, they have not been. You gotta stop lying to yourselves that these people have your best interests in mind. These people made their living, made their wealth, exploiting people like you. This is not a race issue. This is not a color issue. This is an income issue. This is a rich or poor issue. That is it. It's very binary. Everything else are unnecessary distractions and variables. It is a binary rich and poor, period. Well, it's no, it's not. Strip away all that nonsense. This is rich versus poor. Done.
I have to go to the gym.
The gym?
Yeah, I work out 4 days a week now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. I can't let my wife get bucker than me.
All right, dude.
No, I'm also hopefully joining because Becca's doing Derby now,
Oh, okay.
and they have Brawl Breakers. So I'm hopefully going to be on that crew, just breaking up brawls and shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
I mean, I may as well use my MMA training at some other point. In my life.
Go from frail to almost dying to now kicking people's ass. Do it.
I don't know. I used to be in shape. I was varsity swim team. I was a competitive rock climber. I spent 6 days in the gym. And then double cancer and an abusive ex-fiance kind of.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Jack
her.
that crap up.
I forgot about her.
Yeah, dude.
He's getting better now, though. He's happy now.
Mostly.
With the wife he met here, by the way.
Yeah, that's all. Sorry, have a good night.
Take care, man. Yeah. Oh my God, the Amiibo Smash tourney. That. Oh my God, Dylan. Yeah, that definitely takes me back. Oh my goodness, it's been a hot minute since that one for sure. Yeah, we're just gonna. All right. We're gonna go ahead and send you guys over now. I'll be back on tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow should be, it should be like tomorrow night. I'll be back on. So I'll be back on tomorrow night. You know, we'll continue this. We'll continue the daily grind.